If you guys are visiting Sequoia National Park or Kings Canyon National Park, or you're just curious to see how it is, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about our Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park trip. I'm going to talk about our itinerary, which I was a high achiever when I made that, and I am actually glad that I was, because we got to do most of the things that I wrote down on that list, and it was really fun. I'm glad that I was able to kind of map everything out so we weren't like running back and forth. And if you have any national parks that you recommend and you think we should visit, just drop down in the comments and we'll probably add it to our bucket list. So we flew from Orlando to Fresno Yosemite Airport, and we arrived there around 12 p.m. and we had to get our luggage, get the rental car, all of that stuff. We were able to get out of there around 1 p.m. and our first stop was In-N-Out, because we went to In-N-Out in San Francisco and we missed it a lot, and there was an In-N-Out really nearby the airport, so we stopped there. It was literally 3 minutes away from the airport, so if you like In-N-Out, do stop there.
It's really good.
After that, we went straight to the Sequoia National Park for our campground. I reserved our campground online on reservation.gov, and we got Azalea Campground, which is kind of in the middle between Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park, because they are really next to each other. So it was really nice that we were able to stay right in the middle, so we didn't stay in one of the inns and it was super long to get to the top of Kings Canyon National Park. But either way, we're gonna go over our first day, which was Kings Canyon National Park. First thing we did was set up camp. That took literally 15 minutes. We just parked the car, set up our tent, and then we headed to the Grand Grove Trail, which is a super short trail. It's 0.7 miles. It's not even a full mile, and you can do it really quick. We were trying to do everything pretty quick so we could see everything on both parks, but if you have more time, of course, just take more time in each place that I'm gonna list. But that was our first stop. After that, we drove the Kings Canyon Scenic Byway, and I cannot even describe how crazy the views are. That park is extremely underrated, because I haven't heard as much as I should have about that park. The views are insane, and the mountains are so big. They're so huge, and you feel so tiny, and the video cannot even show how it is. You have to be there, and you're driving and you're looking up, and it's just a wild feeling. So our first stop was at Grizzly Falls, and from where you park to the falls is like literally 0.1 miles. So it's pretty short, and you can do a quick stop, take pictures, or just enjoy nature, and then go back to your car and move to the next destination. Next destination was Roaring River Falls. That one was 0.3 miles to get to the falls. Also really short, and we ran a little bit because we were trying to catch the sunset. And I will say, sunset in the valley of a canyon is gonna set earlier than it would be in Florida, where it's everything flat, so whenever you get the message. So plan to be a little earlier to watch the sunset if you're in the valley or in the middle of mountains. So after Roaring River Falls, we went to Zumwalt Meadows, and it was beautiful. The sun was already kind of set, but we could still see some of the sun setting on the top of the mountains, and it was just really pretty. I love that place, and I think if you guys are able to do that, it's really worth it, especially if you get there in time for sunset. But yeah, we did that, and then after that, after the sunset, we went straight back to Azalea Campground, and the drive is roughly an hour and a half, 2 hours from the Azalea Campground all the way to Zumwalt Meadow, and then you drive back 2 hours. So it's pretty nice. It's not that big of a deal, especially because we were doing like little stops along the way, so it was really worth it. All right, next day is Sequoia National Park, and we're waking up extremely early because we wanted to catch sunrise. But I was thinking about it, and I was trying to plan all of our trip to go towards the beginning of Sequoia National Park and then make our way back and stop in some different areas for the sunset and all of that. So instead of starting sunrise at Panoramic Point, which is a great spot as well, we started sunrise at Moro Rock, which is quite far from the Azalea Campground. It's about an hour and a half. So we had to wake up at 5 a.m. and then we drove all the way there and we climbed up all those stairs, and I had to really rush because I thought we were running out of time. But it's very challenging, especially after you had just woken up and it's cold and you know, it's 6 a.m. But it's very worth it. The views were spectacular. And after you leave the Moro Rock, you're gonna be right next to the tunnel log where you can drive and you can drive around. So if you go to the Moro Rock, either for sunrise, sunset, or just stopping by, do stop by the tunnel log as well because it's a cool drive. You drive through the log and you can get out of your car and take some pictures. It's just a nice spot. One that we didn't get to do, but it was also really nearby those two areas, was the Hanging Rock. So if you have some extra time, just stop at the Hanging Rock as well. After the tunnel log, we headed down south for the Sequoia National Park entrance sign, and Traiil really wanted to do that one. We almost did not do it just because we didn't have anything going on that way of the, that area of the park, so it was a waste of a drive. But I was like, that sign is really cool, we should definitely do it. And then we did it, and it was 30 minutes out of the way, but it was worth it. Then we had to get out of the park to get gas anyway, and it was a long drive to get gas, so be careful about the gas situation when you're in that park. And also, FYI, no service whatsoever throughout the whole park. Either Sequoia or Kings Canyon, there's no service. You don't have any data, so be careful about that, especially if you're doing backcountry or anything like that. After the Sequoia National Park sign, we stopped at the Giant Forest Museum, which was really nice. It was a really cool museum, very short, so you can do a 20-minute break over there. And right next to it, you can see the Big Trees Trail, which is really nice. The Big Trees Trail is about 1.2 miles long. It's not that long, honestly, and it goes by super quickly because you're just seeing really cool stuff around you, all the trees, and they're so big. It's literally on the name of the trail, but it's really nice, and we did that after the museum because it's right next to each other. After the Big Trees Trail, we went to the General Sherman Tree Trail. That one is connected to the Congress Trail, so we did both, and it was really nice. It was a little more challenging. I don't know why. Maybe because it was before lunchtime and I was just a little tired, but it was really nice. The trees are spectacular there. It was really, really cool experience, and I had a lot of pictures of it. And I mean, you cannot even take a picture of the full tree, of course, because they are humongous, but it's a really cool area. And if you have a little extra time and you just want to take your time, enjoy, sit down, look at the trees, look at the whole area, I would definitely recommend that. So after that, we went to the Lodgepole Visitor Center, and there we grabbed some lunch, which was fantastic. The Visitor Center and the Lodgepole area, as I said in the other video, having a burger when you're camping and you're only eating, camping meal, it's so good. It's such a nice meal. It just feels so good. It feels comforting. It's awesome. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't yet, if you go camping, you will understand. But we grabbed some burgers, and it was really good. And then we stopped at the gift shop and the visitor center and just hung out a little bit. After that, we were planning to go to the Buena Vista Peak Trail, but we decided to skip on that so we could have more time on our next stop, which I do not regret at all, which was one of my favorite stops of the day, which was Hume Lake. It is extremely underrated. I hope it doesn't become a huge spot from now on or ever, but I'm letting you guys know just because I love that spot. It was so peaceful. There was not a lot of people there. I mean, honestly, comparing to the Yosemite National Park, of course, Sequoia and Kings Canyon was way less crowded. So it was really refreshing. It was really nice, and you were able to enjoy the outdoors a little bit more without all the crowd. crowds and the tourists. Hume Lake, going back to it, was amazing, and we could swim in the lake. There were some people fishing, some kids playing, some dogs. It was just a nice experience, and it was a little moment for us to like wind down and just relax for the day. And after that, we went to Panoramic Point for sunset, which the view was amazing. I feel like I keep saying that throughout the whole video, but I was just in awe with everything. It was my first camping trip ever, and my first time in a national park, honestly, here in the United States. So it was just breathtaking, like the views, everything, the experience itself. After that, we went back to camp, and then on the next day we were gonna wake up and go to the Yosemite National Park, which that's gonna be another video, and you guys can see it as well, our itinerary for the Yosemite National Park trip, which we spent 4 days total. But I think that's about it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed the trip. It was really nice that we were able to do so much in such a short period of time, because it was less than 48 hours. So it was really nice. I'm glad that we planned out everything and we weren't running back and forth from one place to another. We were able to just go in one straight line and do little stops along the way. That was awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope if you're planning out the trip, this video helped you somehow to pick some new spots or decide on spots that were already on your list. But either way, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment your favorite national park, one that you have already visited or that you're excited about visiting. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye!